Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to the fall season of the ministry year. I'm just so thankful that we are part of this journey with you through the Church Renewal Lab. As we begin this new season, I'd like to turn for our council devotions this evening to a single verse from Luke chapter 9, verse 51. And the verse says this: "As the time approached for him," that is for Jesus, "to be taken up to heaven, Jesus resolutely set out for Jerusalem." Literally, it says, Jesus resolutely set his face towards Jerusalem. Luke 9, verse 51 is the pivot point, the pivot moment in the Gospel of Luke. It is the moment in which Jesus' mission became entirely clear to him, but particularly to his disciples, and his commitment became very real. His commitment or his mission became clear. Luke 9, verse 22, in this same chapter, it said, "The Son of Man must suffer." Jesus is speaking to his disciples. "The Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected by the elders, the chief priests, and the teachers of the law. And he must be killed, and on the third day he will be raised to life." His mission was entirely clear. And when his mission became clear, his commitment became real. You know, all of us face pivot points in our life and in the life of the church. And I'm wondering whether you would take a moment and pause this video to talk about, in groups of 2 or 3, 1 or 2 pivot moments or pivot points in your life, and 1 or 2 pivot points that you would identify in the life of the church. So would you take a moment, pause this video, and then just discuss in your small groups those pivot points in your life and in the life of your church. Welcome back. You know, for the Church Renewal Lab journey, the CRL journey, this is the pivot point as well. It's a pivot point in which we have been seeking clarity about our mission. We've done that by doing 4 directional listening from above, what is God saying in his word about his will and his way; listening from among, listening in the congregation, that is to say, about their gifts and passions; listening from the outside, what are the needs of our community; and then listening from within, what is the Holy Spirit calling us uniquely to do. So we were doing that for the last several months, you and your team and your congregation. And now, having listened, we have been seeking clarity about what our unique mission is to be. And your team and you, hopefully, have been working on developing what we call our vision pyramid, summarized in a 1-page mission document that names our mission, our vision, our values, our objectives, our goals or action points, and then our practices. Our mission, what is God doing in this world? Our vision, how does that work of God find its activity among us? How is God's mission lived out in our neck of the woods? That's our vision. Our values, what is the culture that will sustain that mission and vision? And then what are our objectives? Where would we hope to land in the next 5 years? And then our goals, what are our actual practices that will take us there as we make these investments. So this is a really important time. And I hope that you, along with your Renewal Lab team and your congregation, will be in a lot of conversation about naming your future. Because in naming your future, in having a clarity about your future, having mission clarity, allows you then to make clear commitments about what it is that you will be doing next. So, a pivot moment in the life of the Church Renewal Lab process, and also, we trust, a very pivotal moment in the life of your congregation. We hope that as you and your team are able to name the clarity of mission, vision, values, objectives, action points or goals, and practices, that in doing these things, that your congregation will be able to name in the future as you look back and say, what was a key pivot moment in the life of this church? And you will say, oh, perhaps the most important one was when we had vision clarity, and it moved us to the future that God would have for us, the God-preferred future that we all shared and we've all made our commitments to accomplishing. Again, great to be on this journey with you. Keep us in the loop. Ask questions that you have of their team, and if you have any questions of me, please feel free to send me an email to keithd@churchrenew.org, keithd@churchrenew.org, or you may call me on my cell phone if you'd like at 616-566-4413. Let me know if I can be of assistance to you. Have a great day and a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye-bye.